Calling all writers. Calling all writers. Calling all writers. Calling all writers.
Oh, there you are. Hello, writers. Writers of long-form television, short-form television, video games, or entertainment otherwise, played on media, anywhere in Europe. You don't know who I am, do you? You don't know why I'm talking to you, do you? But you should. My name is William Richert, and I'm representing you in the court of law. In a court of law in Los Angeles, I have represented you, and we have made a settlement with the Writers Guild of America, and they are ignoring it. And they are contemptuous of it. And they are contemptuous of us. So check into it, please. Please. It's called Foreign Levies. It's about writers all over the world. And we don't need to be silent about this. Thank you very much for listening. Ciao.
On April 10th, 2014, in the Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, I filed in pro per on behalf of my class against the defendant, Writers Guild of America, to the Honorable John Shepard Wiley, Jr., plaintiff notice of motions. 1. Motion to substitute adequate attorney for Neville Johnson. 2. Motion for court approval, review of WGA gift of $1 million to Actors Fund. 3. Motion to audit plaintiff's royalties per settlement agreement. 4. Motion to rejoin SAG and DGA related cases in equal fairness to SAG actors and non-union directors and non-union SAG actors and union directors and union and non-union writers, all involved here. Hearing requested. Motion to substitute attorney.
And we brought class actions initially against the Writers Guild on behalf of people who weren't even in their union. Over $100 million has been collected for the last 15 years or so from foreign entities for things like cable television transmissions and
this is in their bank
blank
now.
tape levies and other monies, and these are monies that should be going to creators such as directors, members of the Writers Guild, or screenwriters generally, and actors. They are claiming that it's just really tough to pay out these monies and to find some of these people.
Asia, all over the world, and we're not receiving residuals for them. As a matter of fact, we don't even know how much residuals that we're talking about. They won't account for it.
They will intentionally test the limits. And I always say, you want to test the limits, then you're probably going to go over. And if you go over, I'll be there to catch you when you go on the other side. But, you know, the future is that DVDs are going to be out probably in 5 years or so. Everything's going download. There's turf wars. There's turf wars going on around the world right now among collection societies because it's global now.
If you have copyright protection on a work that you created, any new type of distribution method, whether it's on the internet or whatever, why isn't that covered under the same intellectual property rights that you receive as a copyright?
Well, there is, it's enforcement. We have copyright protection. Well, the Screen Actors Guild has said that they have collected over $8.5 million and basically have paid out, I think they said $250,000, but we're not sure if that's the entire amount. I like this coming in the future because as the world goes goes digital, these monies will continue to increase. It's not finders keepers in the world. You have what's called a fiduciary responsibility, just like accountants do, and banks, and lawyers, and doctors, and anybody else. You have a responsibility to handle this money properly, and the two key things we're trying to establish are accountability, transparency, and full disclosure. And that's what we need. That's what we need to happen. In other countries of the world, the money gets paid out.
Right.
They have societies, they're called collection societies, that collect and pay out these monies.
You represent a lot of cases on contingency, don't you?
Yes, sir.
In other words, you go after a big entity for people who really can't afford individually to sue them. And if you're successful, then that's how your law firm wins, basically.
Well, in the case of class actions, our fees are set by the court.
Yes.
Court says
But you have to win first.
You absolutely do, and we have to put out a lot of money oftentimes to get to that stage. And there are cases, class actions in particular, that don't make any sense unless they're brought on behalf of so-called little guys or individuals as representatives, because it might only be $5 or $10, or let's say several $100s in any particular case. But
Right.
in these cases, they amount to millions of dollars collectively. So that's what we're trying to do, is make them accountable.
Oh, and also I wanted to say and add, but I came on to say it's fucking ridiculous that I'm the guy that represents all the living writers who might be affected by this foreign lawsuit. By this lawsuit against the Writers Guild of America, taking money for decades from people who aren't part of the union. I just wanted to say that. It is ridiculous that I'm the guy representing you and me. But it's the best we got right now. We're gonna get a great lawyer pretty soon. Hang in there. Well, you don't even know about this. Find out about this. And then be impatient. Be impatient. Thank you.